Welcome to episode 5 of Collection Close-Up. My name is Edwin Johnson, and I'm going to talk to you about this particular mask. Now, this particular mask is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and it is called the Kifwebe Mask. Now, the Kifwebe, now you might be thinking, maybe I have seen the Kifwebe mask, but doesn't it look different than this one? Maybe I've seen ones that look rounder and not squared off like this one. Well, perhaps you have, because there's actually two cultures that use Kifwebe masks. One that uses the rounder type of mask, called that's the Luba people, and then you've got another group, a neighboring group, almost like partners, right next door, the Songye, who create Kifwebe masks that look like this. Now, this type of mask is not only can you identify it by its shape, but you can also identify it by its coloring. Because when you look at the Luba versions, they're predominantly white, gray, and black. Whereas if you look at the Songye examples, not only will you see black and white being used, but you'll also see red being used. So it is definitely a very distinctive looking mask in comparison to the Luba examples. Now, here's where this can get a little bit confusing, because if you ask a Luba person who created the Kifwebe ritual, they will say that the Songye did it. And then thinking, that you have the answer to the question of where does the Kifwebe masquerade come from, you go over to the Songye people and you ask them. It's just like, so, I heard that you invented the Kifwebe mask ritual. And the Songye people would say, no, we didn't. It was the Luba people who came up with it. And you can just go back and forth, and as much as you want. But what the whole idea behind this masquerade is that it is from somewhere else. That these masks are designed to look otherworldly. And it is their otherworldliness and their foreignness that gives them their power. Now, not only can we identify these masks according to their culture, this being a Songye mask, just so you remember, not the Luba, the round Luba ones, but what we have here is also a male mask. Now, the way to identify the gender of the mask is to see whether or not it has a huge comb or not. In this mask, you can see that it has a tremendously large comb. And so you can see that this is a male version of a Kifwebe mask. Now, such masks would be danced with female counterparts that would be without a comb and would be in gray, white, and black. Very similar to the examples that you would find Luba using, except, of course, it's a totally different shape. So it's not going to be round, it's going to be squared off like you see here. And now, understanding the culture and the gender of these masks is all well and good, but it's a matter of, well, what does this mask do? Well, it's the power of this mask is seen as something that can protect society against antisocial forces. And this is true in a lot of cultures that we're going to be covering in collection close-ups, is this notion of societal well-being. And how do societies maintain their well-being? Well, they would often tap into supernatural powers in order to maintain the well-being of the community. And in this case, what we have are these almost alien, supernatural looking masks that are used to harness these otherworldly forces in order to protect the community against antisocial forces such as people who use magic for all the wrong reasons in order to cause disease, infertility, things like that. So, you know, these masks are seen as an antidote to all of that. So, so this type of mask is not going to be unique in in the course of the types of masks and statues that we're going to be looking at in this collection. That it'll be one of many masks that are used to maintain the health and well-being of a community. Now, I'd like to thank you once again for watching a video of collection close-ups, and please, if you want to see more videos, check us out on YouTube, and please subscribe. Press subscribe, and so you can stay in tune with more of what we have to offer in the future.